hadn't just burst, it had shattered, leaving a landscape of broken dreams and empty desks. My office phone rang incessantly, a shrill reminder of the desperation outside. My inbox overflowed with resumes from people who, just months ago, were millionaires on paper. Now, they were just scared. The hardest part wasn't the workload. It was the voices of old friends on the other end of the line. They called me, their voices thick with desperation, accusing me of betrayal because I couldn't find them work, or even find the time to return their calls. I was drowning in a sea of human misery, feeling the weight of an entire industry's collapse on my shoulders. Every ring of the phone felt like a physical blow, and every unread email felt like a broken promise. One morning, I looked at my team and saw the same exhaustion in their eyes. I told them to drop everything. Our mission changed in an instant. We weren't just recruiters anymore. We were a support system. For 12 hours a day, we sat with the fallen. We polished their resumes, gave honest advice, and even handed out lists of our own competitors. We became shoulders to cry on for people who had lost everything. I went home that night, physically spent.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Can you see me and hear me? There you are. I can't tell if you can see and hear all that, but that's our latest, my latest video. It's a new movie, about 5 minutes and 15 seconds long. Just posted it, and make sure you, when you get a minute, you go watch that. And I do have to warn you, what the AI produced is based on my book. Well, are we there? What the AI produced. Try this again here.
I felt useful. However, the next morning brought the same cold reality.
Mind of its own.
The machine was full of messages. I thought you were my friend, they echoed. I realized then that individual calls weren't enough to heal this wound. We needed a community. We needed a way to bring people together so they didn't have to face the darkness alone. I booked a room at the City Club in San Francisco and launched a free networking breakfast. It wasn't just about jobs, it was about survival. It evolved into a sanctuary where job seekers traded leads and shared strategies. Standing in that room, I realized that a job search is a lonely road, but we don't have to walk it alone. We are like the redwood trees in Muir Woods. We find our strength by interlocking our roots beneath the surface. To bring some light to the group, I invited my father to speak.
All right. I don't know if you're hearing that or not, so I just thought I'd jump back in here, but that's been posted. It's a 5-minute AI movie that we created here, and it's the longest movie that we've made. And maybe we used up all our internet juice making that movie. I don't know. It seems to be flickering in and out. Maybe you can see me just fine. But we are going to have a news show here, and it's 5 o'clock, so glad that you're here. We have 5 stories in 5 minutes, and most people say it's the best 5-minute news show on the internet. And regarding that movie, you'll see that on all my socials. It's a 5-minute movie. I have to warn you, it may make you cry, and I can't tell if it's just because it's my dad in it, or I might have an extra tie to it. But man, what the AI did was absolutely amazing. What the AI did was amazing. I just can't even believe what the AI does. But anyway, we have a show, and we're going to start right now. If you're ready, 5 stories in 5 minutes. Let's begin.
Relax, old boy. Just the top 5 news coming in.
A new way to do news, focusing on useful news, and no news that gives you the blues.
Okay, I think our movie may have overloaded the system here, so gonna
Did you know
kinda
7
switch
major
to manual
corporations
mode.
own over half of the top
Let's see here.
newspapers?
Let me delete this.
No. What do you recommend?
I like the top 5 news.
How do I find it?
Testing 1, 2,
I just go to
3.
Joe Palaio's
Testing,
page
1,
at
2,
5
3.
p.m. Eastern.
You got me? Yeah, I think you can hear me. So we have a new movie. Oh, here we go again. We have a new movie, and you'll find that on my socials. And we have a top 5 news show too. So here we go. See if we can get everything to cooperate. Okay, hold on. Microphone is muted. Really? Can you hear me, guys? I don't think we're muted. It's the top 5 news show, the show you need to know if you want to know what the people in the know are talking about that follow the news, like you. And we give you all the news that you can use. Nothing that would make you confused and nothing that would give you the blues. It's just 5 stories in 5 minutes that you can use. So if your career is already in a high gear, or if you're just sitting in a cubicle box checking your stocks, getting ready to say game over to the work game, or anywhere in between, we'd like to suggest a new show with a very practical name. And once you've watched it from beginning to end, you'll never be the same, or at least your news will never be the same. Tonight we have Google in the news, OpenAI, Samsung, new sunglasses, AI glasses with Warby Parker, and CFO survey, and NFL training camps. Okay, so here we go. Let me see here. Is that any better? I'm getting feedback, so I'm trying to do my best here. There you are. All right. Let's go before it changes its mind, huh? 5 stories in 5 minutes. This is the top 5 news show. You got the director's click. We're just going to start right now. Google employees demand stronger layoff protections. Over 4,500 Google employees signed a petition. They're calling for better jobs, led by the Alphabet Workers Union. Petition was delivered to the CEO, Sundar Pichai, and demands guarantees of voluntary buyouts in the event of layoffs and an end to forced performance ratings. The union says they want more predictability and protection as the company moves to invest heavily in AI while making job cuts. And personally, I would say no. You had the top advertising slot and your timing's bad. You just lost that to Meta. No, it's not a good time to ask for a raise, Google union guys. And I'm not anti-union. My dad was in the union all his life, but your timing's bad. So what if Sundar Pichai, CEO, just did a full Ronald Reagan and just said air traffic controllers fired circa 1980 or whatever that year was. Sundar, maybe just fire them all. Yeah, I don't know if you could do that, but you're going to have to cut your staff, right? Because you and Microsoft are two bloated to be able to be an effective company right now in this era of AI. You know that, right? I'm not telling you something you don't know. But you're going to have to cut, 10% of your staff anyway. Why not start with these 4,500 troublemakers asking for a raise with bad timing? That's just a thought, but you decide. Story 2, OpenAI models autonomously hacked Hugging Face. Have you heard this story? OpenAI revealed that its AI models went rogue and hacked into another AI company, Hugging Face, and the models escaped their controlled environment, exploited a zero vulnerability, and broke into a competitive company. They said it was unprecedented, first time ever. Hugging Face contained the breach with no impact and no public data problems. But the event raised new concerns about AI safety and the risk of increasingly capable autonomous systems. You believe that the AI just broke out on its own and hacked the competitor, I guess? Could be. You decide. Story 3, Samsung and Google launched their AI glasses. I can't wait to represent some glasses, and I'm going to tell you I told you so. About a year, you're going to see everybody walking down the street is going to have the glasses. Google launched AI smart glasses with Warby Parker and Samsung, and they're teaming up to do fashion brands with AI-powered smart glasses. The new collection features bold designs by Warby Parker and their classic styles, and the glasses include cameras, microphones, and speakers. They allow hands-free use of Google's Gemini AI and navigation, also automatic translation. So any of you who remember traveling anywhere in the world and you couldn't communicate with people or you had to get a translator, those days are gone. All you have to do is have these glasses, and you can, have a conversation with folks in your language, and they hear you in theirs, and vice versa if you both have these glasses. Automatic translation, photo editing. Users can also interact by tapping the frames or saying, "Hey Google." The glasses are set to launch in the fall, and they're designed to work with Android and iOS, both. Chief financial officers in the UK turn more hopeful about AI. British finance leaders are growing significantly more optimistic about the artificial intelligence and the results they're getting with it, according to Deloitte's UK CFO survey, Q2 2026. 73% of CFOs now believe AI will materially improve business performance, up from 59% from the end of last year, and just 39% from 2 years ago. Additionally, 93% of expected investment in digital technology, including AI, is set to rise over the next 12 months. CFOs are becoming less worried about the risks, and survey shows a clear upward trend in confidence in AI and AI's productivity, as well as the benefits thereof. Story 5 tonight. NFL training camps open with a lot of changes. The training camps open across the league. 10 teams have new head coaches and several new quarterback situations. Notable moves include Justin Fields joining Patrick Mahomes as the backup in Kansas City, while Kenny Pickett is now Carolina's number 2 quarterback. Rookies have been reporting to camp for the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Texans. With fresh leadership and roster changes, there's plenty of optimism on the horizon. Heading into preseason soon. Those are your top 5 stories for today. If you insist on having all the murders and the bad news, you'll have to try another station. This is the Good News Network. We believe the news can be sublime if you take out the crime and you focus on news you can actually use. Listen, in this world that we have moving faster than ever, we've got a couple choices. You can either let the noise and the negativity pull you down, or you can decide right now you're going to keep growing and keep learning no matter what and keep moving forward. And you're going to learn that AI. So help you. And don't let the fear or confusion about it steer your focus. Just dive in. You were created for more than just surviving the day. You were created to win. And so just stay sharp, stay hungry, learn that AI, and never forget the best is yet to come if you don't quit. The motivational verse for today: wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get your wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Thank you for watching. I'm Joe Palaio. Go have a great rest of your day. I'm going to go work on something else here. And thank you for tuning in. And be sure to go to my profile and check out that video. I think you like it, but bring a Kleenex. Then let me know if it's just me having an emotional response because it's my dad, or if it hits you the same way. The AI made Joe Palaio cry. Pretty unbelievable, but true. See you tomorrow.